Wake up, white people. The Tightster Whitesters here. We're going to do some video game hunting. No, we're not. We're going to do some Laserdisc hunting. We're not looking for holy grails. We're looking for C. Thomas Howell, Frank Stallone, Cynthia Make My Cock Rock, and of course, My Cock featuring Anita Cox. Let's do this shit.
Listen. Do you want me to take your photo? He's hot. Huh? We can get your photo?
Oh, I think there was a listing that she was calling to get in, but the guy canceled the sale.
Oh, yeah. Let's bring him in for a beer. Yeah.
If Julie knows me from the horror conventions and I'm here all the time.
Oh, yeah.
We can make a note I'm looking for. I need a.
God have mercy on your soul.
Oops, sorry.
They're durable.
I mean, they're available, but I'm trying to keep the money in the family as much as possible. I don't need it soon, but I need it before the horror convention in August.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can definitely accommodate that.
So, like, I got
Tapes and Laserdisc here. And then over there, all of the media and the toys and all that.
What do you have here that's like, I don't know, that you think's really cool?
Gosh.
So you got the Terrifier stuff up
gonna
here,
say,
which is like the hot ticket right now for everybody.
This Terrifier stuff is in Bastrop with Julie at the convention.
Oh, okay.
Most of the coolest stuff in here is going to be there. The coolest things that we have that she didn't take, mainly because they wouldn't fit, are big cutouts of the monsters.
Oh, okay.
Frankie, Wolfman, and Dracula over here.
Okay.
And then the King Ghidorah, which is I think a 1996.
Where's that at?
Figure. He's on top of that black shelving unit there. Like the Ghidorah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. That is cool.
Sweet. We got the box to it as well. I'm like, one of these days, a big bad little thing is going to come in and take him away from us. And I'll be sad, but I'll be glad he's going to home.
I'm seeing some cool stuff over here. Stuff.
Yeah.
Blood Rage.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
A convention tape or like an art tape or somebody designed their own cover.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tenebrae. Repulsion.
We get some other ones in like that. Like I picked up a copy of The Lighthouse that was like that. I was like, oh, this is cool. I've got a copy of Uncut Gems on VHS.
Oh, wow.
And it's just like, this feels right.
Oh, and you got a bunch of Arrow stuff down here that's brand new.
Yeah, Arrow and Criterion around that area.
Oh, wow. Rage of Honor. Isn't that Cynthia Rockcroft? Oh, maybe not. No, that's Sho Kazooie.
That's a lot of those movies I still need to see.
Switchblade Sisters. Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff here.
Yeah, Switchblade Sisters is awesome. Pretty sure we've got to go more over there.
This is the Laserdisc collection here, or selection. And then over there is records. More Laserdisc over here. This is kind of interesting right here. Proteus. I'm going to make him a lowball offer right now while I'm recording this. Proteus for $5. Wait a second. Star Chaser and Proteus for $10.
Oof. You know what? Just to make some space in here, I'll do it.
You'll do it? All right.
Blindly.
Oh, that's cool, man. Might as well.
Julie's pretty great. She's, you know, money's cool, but we
What?
really want to make more space.
Let me make sure I have the cash.
We'll take a 22.
All right, what's up, everybody? What's going down? It's Tight White, the Physical Media Mac. Now, I have a massive amount of Laserdisc to show off in this update video here. Picked up some stuff off of eBay, but I've also picked up stuff from the Twisted Time Machine. And most of this stuff is going to be from the Whatnot app. Shout out to the Whatnot community. Really cool community. Met a lot of really cool people on there. So, try to organize everything. It's not easy showing this many Laserdiscs off in a car, so you'll have to bear with me if I have to do a few jump cuts in between here, but let's get started. First off here is the buyer is Laser Order. I think it's Laser Order 66. Everybody knows him as Geo. And by the way, if you've come here for trash, you know, Tight White's got to raise the bar on trash Laserdisc pickup videos. And I'm up for the job, okay? Now, I'm bringing some septic tank type of filth here, guys. If you don't know what trash is, that's action B, B sci-fi, B horror. It's the stuff that, you know, got left behind. It's the stuff that never made it. It's the straight-to-video stuff that never made it to the movie theaters that many of us love and adore. All right, first up here, we got hits. Now, rule of thumb on whatnot, don't buy just one Laserdisc because you get killed on shipping. I had to learn my lesson early. I did that a few times, but it's always best to buy multiple Laserdiscs to save on shipping. Now, once again, this is hits. It's got Karen Black in it. A young Kane from Menace to Society. I was surprised to see him in this. A lot of the actors from Blood In, Blood Out, American Me are in here. The gang stuff is done really well in this. Not exactly what I expected this movie, but still pretty good. Karen Black goes postal and shoots up a courtroom. And also, Elliot Gould puts her in a trance and funnels her breasts. So, there's always that. 1992 Vidmark release. Put that over here for now. Let's see how I'm going to coordinate this. All right, next up is, did I say how much I paid for that? I paid $8 for that hits, but then I had to pay shipping. Next up here is a movie that you probably have never heard about. I know I knew nothing about it. It's The Apocalypse. And it's got our boy Frank Zagarino in here and Sandra Bernhardt. Now you're probably asking yourself, does Frank Zagarino boink Sandra Bernhardt? And no, he does not have sex with the Scarecrow. So I had to pay up for this one a little bit. I paid $28 with tax, but I bought multiple things from Geo, so I got this free ship. And there's only one copy of this on eBay that I could see, and it's a sealed copy going for $60. Pretty cool flick, you know, just sci-fi filth. And there's one really funny scene that's worth watching the whole movie between Sandra Bernhardt and Frank Zagarino. And by the way, if you like collecting, I don't know, driving Miss Daisy, you know, that's cool. You know, that's just not my cup of tea. You know, I'm more like driving, you know, with Rick Hill riding shotgun, with Roddy Piper in the back seat with Frank Zagarino. That's how Tight White's driving. All right, last from Laser Order here. I have a note on here that says I think I got this from Laser Order. I don't know how I could have not known. No Escape. I've always wanted this. I've always heard good things about it. I'm a big Ray Liotta fan. Shout out to Ray Liotta. Again, not exactly what I expected. And at first I was kind of like, okay, this is good, but not that good. But it actually, by the end of this movie, it kind of wins me over. The bad guy is hilarious in this film, man. I don't know what his name is. Let me see if I can pull it off of here. No, I can't see it. It's this guy in the middle here. He's so over-the-top cheesy in this. He's awesome. All right, moving on. So that's the stuff I got from Laser Order. I also got a copy of Witches. That's not exactly fit the criteria of what I would normally pick up. It's a Jim Henson film, but I'm really into witch movies. And I heard good things about it, but it did not even work. I did not even tell Gio about it. I threw it in the trash. Wouldn't even play. All right, let me get a sip here. All right, so I'm gonna put that stuff down there. All right, so shout out to Gio. Next up, we got Thrift Store Raider. Shout out to Thrift Store Raider. I got my own Discord channel, and a bunch of the people from Whatnot, including Thrift Store Raider, is now part of that Discord. I think I got some cool stuff from him. Now, he kind of specializes in selling a lot of Japanese stuff. So first up here, and this is just an amazing, I'm going to go ahead and take the, no, I'm not going to take the plastic off because it has the, well, I guess I could. Has this, I think this is called like a bin, or maybe it's called something else. But usually it's like the whole, it's a spine. Usually it's on the spine, but this is like a triangular one. It's a little bit different. But anyway, this cover right here is just gorgeous. Tobe Hooper's Life Force, and I just love the artwork on there. I don't know what the deal is, but for some reason, Japanese artwork just kicks the United States US releases ass all the time. Maybe not all the time, but it seems like their artwork is just much cooler than the US stuff. Anyway, big fan of that film. Glad to get it. The Japanese release. Now, there's a rumor out there that the Japanese people, and by the way, this is another good point about Japanese releases. And I feel this way with video games too. It seems like Japanese people take care of their stuff better than Americans. Because every time I get a Japanese Laserdisc, it's always in minty matte condition. All right, let me put that there for now. Now, I didn't write the prices down on some of this stuff, I guess. But this is like the normal spine artwork that you'll get all the way down the spine. So we got a hard target with Van Damme. And I want to say this is this is a John Woo film. Widescreen. Pretty badass. I own a ton of Laserdisc, Van Damme Laserdisc. All right, this was a really cool flick, man. I had a great time watching this one. Paid $27.52 with ship for this. Saw a couple on the bay for $59 and $69, so I got a really solid deal on this one. Unfortunately, I only bought one item that time around, but we have Peacemaker with our boy Fred Ward. Is that Fred Ward? Wait a second. Am I losing my mind? Not Fred Ward. That's Robert. By the way, Robert Davies in this as well. I always love him in B flicks. Why am I not seeing his name? It's the guy from Jackie Brown. He was in Jackie Brown. Oh, it's on the front. Hold on a second here. All right, sorry about that. So Robert Forster, who was what I was thinking of. This is also directed by Kevin S. Tenney. I'm saying that right? Yeah, Kevin S. Tenney, who directed the original Demon Knight movie. He's done a bunch of good stuff. Witchboard 2. Really a big fan of his. Now, this is the same formula as like I Come in Peace with Dolph Lundgren. And funny enough, Kevin S. Tenney also did another movie called Endangered Species later on in the early 2000s that is similar to this, where basically two aliens come down from an alien planet. One's a good alien, one's a bad alien. And you're trying to figure out in the movie who the bad alien is, who the good alien is. And this is cheesy as hell, guys. It's really a fun ride, though. Really enjoyed that one. Fun shit. Cool addition to the collection for sure. All right, let's put all that back. So that's all I got for the Thrift Store Raider. That down there. There was another movie too with that same formula with Robert Urich from Spencer of Hyatt fame. I can't remember the name of it. I think it came out in the 80s that I want to get. I'm not sure if it's on Laserdisc though. It's on Blu-ray now. All right, next pickup here is from the seller Flip Side Under. And this is a horror classic right here, guys. I paid $4.73 with this, but I only bought one item from them, and that's Pet Sematary 2. Classic shit right here. If anybody grew up with a stepdad that you didn't like, I think this guy's the stepdad in this movie. It's what is his name? Let me see. Clancy Brown. Clancy Brown is such a diabolical character in this film, man. I love his the portrayal of psycho ass Clancy Brown in this. So that's all I got from Flip Side Under. Shout out to him. All right, moving on here. Next up is from Naka TV. He just joined the Discord last night. Welcome to the Discord. And we got One Good Cop with Michael Keaton. Now, I did watch this, but I want to be honest with you. It's not really my thing. So that will be going to somebody else via trade or just gifting somebody the movie. That's all I got from Naka. For some reason, I thought I bought more from him, but I guess not. I did buy a couple more things from him last night. All right, let's keep the momentum here. All right, my man Nomad. Shout out to Nomad. Dude runs like, he'll have like $100 movie and he'll just run it for $3. I mean, it's crazy. He's like Robin Hood. The guy's a psychopath. Got some cool shit from Nomad. First up here, Meatballs 4. I didn't even know there was a Meatballs 4. Now, just to go over the history of Meatballs, it came out in 79, the first one, 84, 86, and this one came out in 92. So we've been watching 78. Yeah, we've been watching 3 decades of Meatball films. That's pretty impressive. Obviously, this is starring Corey Feldman. Really would not be that good of a film without Corey in it. Corey definitely definitely makes it a lot better. Ivan Reitman directed this? No way. That's my notes. Ivan Reitman directed this? No. Oh, Ivan Reitman directed like the original probably. Yeah, because Bill Murray was in the 79 one. Anyway, I paid up for this one. I paid $35 for this one. In December, one of these sold of last year for $55. There's like 3 available on eBay right now. So still got a good deal on it. Good trash. And I did watch that one. No rod on that one, which was nice. This is a dupe for me, by the way. I'm a huge fan of this film. I love everything that Ice-T is in. And if you put Ice-T with Ice Cubes, or Ice Cube, that's a pretty good combination. So this is going to somebody. And then we have Solar Force with Michael Pierre. Now, I pretty much paid market value for this, which I'm okay with. Listen, man, here's the deal. You know, when you're on Whatnot, you're trying to get deals, right? So, but every once in a while, you might pay market. But that's a trade. That's a buyer-seller relationship, right? Just like Goodwill used to sell all this good shit for cheap back in the day. And resellers are the #1 reason why Goodwills thrived, right? Because who buys more shit than resellers when it comes to like Goodwills and stuff like that? I don't know why I'm getting on this rant about reselling, but anyway, that relationship between the person trying to buy something for $5 and sell it for 20 is the reason why Goodwills have done so good in the past. Now they've gotten away from that, where they're trying to send everything online that's good, and they're trying not to give deals to people anymore. It's the same with Whatnot. Like, you're going to pay cheap for some stuff, and you're going to pay up for other stuff. It's the buyer-seller relationship that, you know, keeps the ball rolling. Hopefully that makes sense. Two worlds about to collide, and only one man can save them. I think I told my buddy one time I was going to buy everything with force in it. So now I have solar force. Looks like a post-apocalyptic trashy affair. Very cool. All right, next here, I'm getting into the Blood Fist movies. I'm trying to be Blood Fist complete, guys. Now, there are 8 of these films, believe it or not now. They all star Don the Dragon. I couldn't find any sold listings on these, but they range from like $30 to $40. I paid $13 on this. The shipping was only like 79 cents because I bought a bunch of stuff from them. So I got a great deal on this. Really cool flick. I watched this a couple weeks back. Highly enjoyed it. And I think that's it from Nomad. Shout out to Nomad again. The only guy that kisses the screen when he sells stuff on Whatnot. The guy's an animal. A filthy beast of an animal. All right, these might not go back in here the way I hope. I don't want to be bending any shit. All right, that worked. Oh, my bad. More Nomad shit. I forgot. I bought a ton of shit from Nomad. I'm putting Nomad's kids through school right now, basically. All right, next up here. God dang, what the hell? Oh, okay. All right, Michael Dudikoff trash here. American Ninja 3 Blood Hunt. Oh, yeah. Wait a second. Michael Dudikoff's not in this one. That's right. Michael Dudikoff's in 1, 2, and 4. This is... I know he's in 1 and 4. This is our boy, why am I forgetting? David Bradley. David Bradley took over the role in this film. This is another one that I paid around market for. That's another thing that Nomad does that's smart. He runs stuff super fast. So I'm the type of person, whenever I'm watching Whatnot, I'll like look up the price on eBay. You know, it's especially nice when people have it in the shop and you know what's going to be ran. But that's not the smart way to do it. The smart way to do it is how Nomad does it. You don't know what he's running. He runs it real quick, and you're like trying to figure out what you're going to pay for it. It's definitely clever. But don't mind it. Really cool flick. I own all these on DVD, but you know, it's better having it on laser, obviously. I can't remember the movie that Roy Scheider's in. I can't remember the name of it. Was it Nighthawk? No, not Nighthawk. But he's in like this government helicopter, this badass helicopter and stuff. I thought this is like another one of these movies, but I haven't watched this yet. But I read up on it, and it seems like this is like a TV mini-series or something like that. It's like a 4-hour film. It's not 4 hours, but it's 114 minutes. Well, it's not even 2 hours. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like... It seems like too much drama, not enough action. I think this cover is a little bit manipulative, but I don't know. We'll see. It's like a $20 laser. I paid like 11 bucks for it. I'm a big fan of Scheider. He's the best, man. All right, this is probably the craziest thing that I bought from Nomad. Redemption Kickboxer 5. Now, believe it or not, there's 7 of these now. Van Damme did the 06 one. Sasha Mitchell was the lead in 2, 3, and 4. And this brings us to 5 with Mark Dacascos. Now, the eBay listings, the live listings right now, there's one for $99 and the other one's for $118, guys. And I paid 31 bucks for it. So got one hell of a deal on this one. Now, the only bad thing about this is, guys, I mean, look at that cover, man. You put fire, that much fire on the cover. I mean, how can I pass up on this? Now, the only drawback to this is there is some disc rot on this. I didn't even mention it to Nomad, but it's weird because it only happens, I think, at the end of side 1, and then it happens at the very end of the movie. Kind of like the walk-off scene where the movie's kind of over and the camera's trying to zoom out slowly as the two people, walk away from, the end situation. And then it kind of freezes up and it won't go forward. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it doesn't ruin the movie, though. By the way, this is like a real trashy film, too. Real low budget, just septic type of filth, but highly enjoyed it. Really good shit. But yeah, I mean, I definitely going to watch it again. It's definitely a keeper, but just has a little bit of disc rot. Which, if you collect lasers, guys, you're going to run into that. It's just unfortunate when it freezes it up and it's audio, and we'll talk about one of those that I got a refund on. My other advice to you guys is, if you buy lasers in general, watch them right away so you can find out if they have disc rot. Because if you procrastinate with everything in life like I do, then you could have it for 7 months and then you watch it and it's unwatchable, and then you threw away, however much money on it. It's not a good thing. All right, next up here we got Warped Atari. Shout out to Warped Atari. All right, I gotta get my knife out. I sat in the parking lot for a while before I made this video. Did I mention why? You're probably wondering why I'm making a Laserdisc video in my car. Because I have a Laserdisc player installed in my car. Doesn't everybody? Anyway, I was in this parking lot and I was like, I wasn't even going to make this video. I had to kind of make a decision. I had a hair growing out of my nose. And I was like, it was bothering me. I was like, there's no way I'm going to film this with a hair coming out of my nose. So luckily, I had this puppy right here and I was able to get my scissors. This has scissors in here. And I was able to cut the hair. Straight gangster shit. All right, let's see what I got from Warped Atari. A buddy of mine a long time ago, Shad, sent me this Funhouse movie and it had disc rot on it and it was unwatchable. So I finally got this in the collection, one that hopefully works. I have not watched this. I definitely need to view it. Now, got a hell of a deal from Warped Atari on this one. Paid $7.35 with ship. And this usually sells between $30 and $35 on the Bay. Funhouse, the Funhouse. Toby Hooper flick. This is another one I got a great deal on. The Perfect Weapon with our boy Jeff Speakman. I barely saw this for the first time last year. I own it on DVD. Really big fan of this film, man. It's so good. Yeah, I paid $3 for this. So I got a hella deal on this one. I won't go too much into these movies because we got too much to go through here. All right. This is one of my favorite sci-fi films of all time. Definitely one of my favorite like prison movie B-action flicks, and that's Fortress. With you know, one of the best actors in the world, Christopher Lambert. And yeah, I own this on DVD. By the way, there's a Fortress 2, and it's amazing as well. I highly recommend both of these. Now, I don't know if Fortress 2 is on laser. If it is on laser, I'm going to have to get it. This is a badass film. In the year 2017, one corporation is building a fortress for the ultimate takeover, your mind. There's one scene where Lambert has to swallow like this tracker to help him get out of the prison. And I can't even explain it, but it's one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen in my life. It's so hilarious. All right, that's enough of that. All right, we're running through things here. All right, who we got here? This is from, I bought this from Laser Death. Now, this is a movie that I've been wanting to watch forever. Everybody tells me, like, this is one hell of a film. And that's Runaway Train with John Voight, Eric Roberts, and Rebecca De Mornay. And yeah, this is supposed to be some epic fucking shit. I think Rebecca De Mornay is like a stowaway on the train, so she plays like a real different role than she ever plays. And these guys are supposed to just be amazing in this film. I gotta see this. Who the hell directed this shit? Andrei Konchalovsky. Yeah, so I look forward to watching that. This one I have no effing clue. It seems like it might be cool, but it might be terrible. And it might not be the trash that I want it to be. And that is The Last Warrior. Sorry about the glare. I have these plastic sleeves on everything, guys. There's still a glare, so whatever. And this is basically like after World War II, somehow this guy and this other guy get trapped on an island, and there's a chick, and there's some, you know, they basically battle it out to the death, but they're very like honorable, and I don't know, could be good. All right, that's that. All right, next is from Reggie stuff. All right, I'm a big fan of Lou Diamond Phillips, so I try to pick up a lot of his stuff. Again, not really my type of movie. I watched this, and Clancy Brown's in this as well. And he's good at it, but yeah, I didn't really love it. Ambition. I'll be getting rid of that. This is probably the only laser that I started watching that I didn't finish. I don't know what that means, but I need to go back to it. And that's The Hitman with Chuck Norris. The only man that can go to a McDonald's and order a Whopper and actually get it. But anyway, this is like some kind of undercover police work going on, and some kind of double cross, and his police partner, or no, maybe they're not under, yeah, I don't know if they're undercover or whatever, but they're police officers. Him and his partner they're trying to, you know, they're trying to bust like this drug deal or guns deal or something like that, and his partner turns on him, double crosses him, and thinks he kills him, but he doesn't kill him. And the next thing you know, he's like a hitman for the mafia. It doesn't really make too much sense, but I don't know. I need to watch it again. Maybe I missed something early on. I gotta have everything Chuck Norris. He's the most wooden actor of all time, and I love the guy. All right, shouldn't stack any more lasers on top of each other. I'm gonna go ahead and rearrange things, guys. Please hold. All right, guys, next box is from Brarian, but also got some freebies in this box. Sometimes when you buy stuff, the seller will throw in like an extra disc, and then also some of this stuff was gifted to me from Arizona, the movie guy, my boy. So let's go over those first before we go over the Brarian stuff. These were all free. I bought so many lasers at one time, guys, that it got very confusing. So hopefully I got this straight. I honestly don't want stuff like this, I'm going to be honest with you. This is a freebie from Laser Order. I have no interest in watching this one. It's no offense to him, but definitely will be passing this on to somebody else. I think this is the only one, and probably one of the better ones, that I don't know who gave this to me, which I kind of feel bad. Oh shit, the sun just got bad where I'm at right now. I'm gonna go ahead and move real quick. All right, hopefully the lighting's a little bit better. But anyway, this is the only one that I did not know who sent this to me. Unforgiven. So I really feel bad about that. Let me know in the comments below who sent this to me. I think it might have been Nomad, but I'm not sure. I could definitely be wrong. Now, I feel like this is one of the last Western movies that was really like a real Western movie. Like, this is one of the best, like, the last of the great Western films, if you know what I mean. Let me know in the comments below, like, what you think was, like, the last of the great Western films. This is definitely one of the ones that I would put up there. Gene Hackman, Richard Harris is amazing in it. All right. So thank you to whoever sent that to me. That was a cool freebie for sure. Arizona movie guy sent me this. It's actually something that might be up my alley here. This looks very trashy. It's got Fred Ward in it, Alec Baldwin, and Jennifer Jason Leigh. It's smoking hot. Miami Blues. Real badge, real gun, fake cop. Okay. Alec Baldwin goes around impersonating the cop, I guess. This one, I'm not sure. This might have been from Arizona. This is definitely not up my alley. Sam's Son. And this is a Michael Landon film. I don't know, guys. All right, next up from Arizona. This is Don't Look Back. I don't know what this is. Let me see what this is about, what kind of movie it is, or anything. I have no clue. Let me know if you guys have seen that. Shout out to Arizona. That's my boy. This is actually factory sealed, and this looks good because Peter Weller, I'm a big Peter Weller fan. Sunset Grill. That's a real cool freebie. Now, this was a gift from Nomad, Eric Clapton, Unplugged. Wasn't that the MTV series? I'll definitely have to check that out. All right, so that was all the free stuff. Now, moving on to the Brarian stuff, and definitely there's going to be some trash in here. Probably the trashiest stuff I got might have been from Brarian. Very clever what you did there, bro, and Criterion. All right, first up, and when I went to the Twisted Time Machine, they had a bunch of different, like, resale shops in that plaza. It's a really cool place. I need to go back there. They had a cool video game place. I actually picked up some video games there, but I'm going to save that for the Tight White channel. I actually saw this, and I didn't even ask for the price on it because I already bought it. It was heading my way. Damn, there's a huge-ass duck in front of my car. But anyway, I paid about market value for this, and what is it? The Human Shield, right? Michael Dudikoff. The world watched, the world waited, while one man risked everything for freedom. Never heard of that one. I've watched a lot of Michael Dudikoff movies. Oh, it actually says in here, American Ninja 1, 2, and 4. So I think initially I was right about that. All right, next up here. Listen, one of my favorite production companies, if not my favorite production company, has got to be PM Entertainment. So I want everything PM Entertainment ever made. And I did not know when I picked this up. I knew this was filthy, nasty, septic tank type of trash. But I did not know this was PM Entertainment until it arrived and I saw it on the cover. And that's Alien Intruder. Lando Calrissian. One of the greatest Star Wars names of all time. Now I paid $21.43 with this. I saw a couple on eBay only, and they were like $40 a piece. So yeah, man, definitely look forward to watching this one. I have not checked it out yet. In space, a man isn't the only creature that kills for sport. I mean, it's obviously a Star Wars ripoff, and I'm all for it. Told you guys, I'm bringing some filth, man. Just nastiness. And it definitely continues here with Desert Kickboxer. Paid $9.52 for this. There's two listings on eBay right now. One's for $30 and one's for $80. Now, this is definitely not in the best of shape, unfortunately. But, you know, when you get something that cheap, how are you going to complain? I heard it's absolute trash. Definitely can't wait to watch that one. I think Nimcade, yeah, Nimcade's the one that told me that one's trash. All right, next up here is David Bradley in Outside the Law. Now this ranges from $65 all the way up to $80, and I paid $12.77 for this. So got a killer deal on this one. From what I've heard, this is a lot more like sleazy sex stuff more than it is action. David Bradley makes some crazy good action films, and I heard the action is like few and far between in this, which is unfortunate, because I thought this was going to be really good, but I don't know. I'll check it out myself and see what I think, but it is what it is. Still a really cool collectible. All right, I got to speed up the pace here. This is not in great shape either, but I got a great deal on this one. And that's Lethal Pursuit. Another obscure pickup here. And I actually watched this one, and it's actually pretty good, man. I enjoyed it. Some live for the hunt, others for the kill. Let me see. Only one listed on eBay right now is $32, but it has $58 shipping because it's from the Philippines. So nobody's going to buy that one. So definitely pretty obscure here, guys. Lethal Pursuit. All right, this was very unfortunate because it's got my boy Rick Hill in it from not Beastmaster fame, Deathstalker fame. And this unfortunately has disc rot, guys. Fast gun. And it has disc rot to the point where there's parts of it that are unwatchable. About midway through, the volume just goes crazy on you. And I mean, you can't even hear what's going on. It's very, it's just not good. It's disc rot to the point where it's unwatchable, but I still was able to watch the whole thing, and I really enjoyed this one, man. I definitely got to get a rot-free copy of Fast Gun. It's not going to be cheap. Again, got a great deal on this one. I didn't even see the price. I didn't write the price down that I got this for, but it wasn't for too much. And the only one on eBay right now is $118. So this is one of the rarer Laserdisc B action flicks. Fast Gun. Rick Hill's amazing in this. I mean, there's some kind of, the bad guy in this is I think it's Robert Dreyer. He's such a good bad guy. Is he on the cut? No. Let me show you a picture of him. You might be able to recognize him. It's that guy right there. He's in a lot of B action stuff, man. He's a really good bad guy. And basically, Robert Dreyer's character and the military, they're like corrupt, and I think they like steal a bunch of guns, military guns, and they're trying to sell them to terrorists. And they stop in the town that Rick Hill is the sheriff of. Bad move. And Rick Hill ain't having it. Towards the end of this film, like, he comes out of nowhere with an M16, just starts mowing down everybody. But the funniest thing about this film, he's got this revolver gun, and he's like a sharpshooter with it. But he blows up a helicopter with this revolver gun, and then at the end of the movie, he blows up a jet fucking plane. It's so badass. Man, I gotta get this without rot, but it's so good that I literally would watch it again with all the rot until I get a rot-free copy. I mean, these are just fire fucking pickups here, guys. I've watched this one, and I actually enjoyed this one, Uncaged. It's basically a life in the, a night in the life of pimps, prostitutes, johns. You almost feel like you're watching a real characters and stuff. It's kind of well done. One of the pimps in this film goes nuts and starts killing all the chicks, and he's like going after this one chick, and this other pimp starts pimping her and tries to protect her, and then it's a war between the pimps. Yeah, really trashy, filthy stuff. Paid $6.26 total for this. It's like a $20, $25 Laserdisc. This one's actually in very nice condition too. Good stuff. And then last up here, which I'll probably get rid of. I'm not too much into the sleazy, like sexy films. I mean, I'd rather have more action stuff, like I was saying with the David Bradley movie. And this is just straight, like every 10 minutes someone's having sex in this film. It's not bad. I mean, I enjoy it. The chicks are super hot in this one. It's got Robert Eastwick in it. But yeah, strike a pose. There was no rot in this one, by the way. I watched all of it. Good shit. So yeah, lots of good stuff. Shout out to Brarian. Why do I get the feeling that Brarian has every one of these Laserdiscs, but just in better condition? All right, I might have to organize a little better here. Let me pause. All right, next up here. You're probably wondering why I have all these sheets on everything. It looks like the car from Pulp Fiction. When they shoot the guy in the back seat, they have to call the one guy, the cleanup guy. and he makes them use sheets. Quentin Tarantino's sheets. They have to borrow his sheets and use them in the car. Yeah, basically I just killed somebody, guys. That's why I have sheets all over the car. All right. So next up, this is from a seller, Sammy the Media Man. Got lots of filth off of him as well. Oh, no, it's not actually. Oh, I forgot. This is, let me see here. Okay, this is Sammy the Media Man, but this is also the stuff I got off of the Twisted Time Machine. So first, let's show the Twisted Time Machine stuff. Screamers with Peter Weller. Oh, let me explain. So I ended up getting, I think it was, let me make sure here. I paid $60 for, I think, 7 Laserdisc. And you would have saw at the end of the clip, I'm not some like great hustler. Like I didn't have like a mastermind type of situation going down where I like hustled that guy out of those 2 Laserdiscs. That was all like ad lib freestyle. They were just like laying there. I had looked at them before, but I didn't really look them up. So I didn't really know what they were worth. And they looked cool. So I was like, let me see if he'll go for this. $5 each on them. And he's like, yeah. So I was like, hell yeah. Then I look them up later on. And they're like worth money. I'm like, hell yeah, I made a great deal. But anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so 7 movies for $60. And at first it was just like a decent deal, but when he threw those 2 in for $10, it became a great deal. So Screamers with Peter Weller. I don't think I've ever seen this movie. Next up, definitely needed this on Laserdisc. Van Damme and Death Warrant. I just love prison movies. The Sandman is so fucking good in this movie. What is that character's name? It's, yeah, Patrick Kilpatrick. He's so badass as the Sandman in this. This is probably like the most mainstream movie that I bought. RoboCop 2. But of course, it's still incredible. This is actually in like mint condition too. I couldn't believe the condition on it. It's probably worth like 15, 20 bucks alone. Next up we have Tremors. I own all the Tremor movies on DVD, but it's more badass owning them on laser. Now I've never heard of this. Ron Silver. This is like I guess a vampire train film. The Undead Express. So thought that was pretty obscure, so I had to pick that one up. I'm sure this is based upon... Is this based on a Stephen King movie? Or a book? I don't know. Alright, and then the 2 winners of the lot here, guys. This is one of the filthiest, nastiest pickups of the week, guys. Proteus. I knew nothing about this film. So... the secret weapon in this film, what makes it so badass, is Bob Keane directed this. And if you don't know who Bob Keane is, he did all the special effects and makeup for the Hellraiser movies. And also, I think he did Candyman as well, just to name a couple. But he's done lots of stuff. He's like a legend in the special effects and makeup field. And for a trashy, filthy B sci-fi flick, this has some of the most incredible, ridiculous, yes, but incredible fucking special effects, man. Holy fuck, the end of this movie, when you finally see what the creature has evolved into, it is mind-blowingly epic, man. I fucking love it. This is such a fun ride, guys. It's probably like a $30, $35 disc. In the middle of the ocean, a new form of horror is taking shape. Proteus. This is what Laserdisc collecting is all about, guys. Man, that's all I'm going to say. Now, I don't collect anime, but this is definitely something that's going to pay for everything else. Star Chaser, The Legend of Orin. One sold in January for $59.99, and one sold in March for $79.99. So definitely an anime banger right there, guys. Very cool shit. Shout out to the Twisted Time Machine. The guy that worked there was really cool. Apparently the lady's like a legend and stuff. Shout out to Nimcade for telling me about the Twisted Time Machine. He doesn't even live in Texas and he knew about it, and it's in my backyard and I did not know about it. So shout out to him. And yeah, the chick was not there because she was at some convention or something, so I didn't get to meet her, but hopefully I'll meet her next time and I'll get some footage of it for you guys. I'm gonna put that down there. I'm getting hot as hell right now. Oh shit, this is all the Sammy the Media Man pickups. First up with Wings Hauser, we got Cold Fire. By the way, PM Entertainment, guys. So it's official, certified. Got this for $18.40. There's like a very questionable condition copy on eBay. They're selling for $35 right now. But condition on it, I think it's trash. So good deal on that one. This might be more sleaze than action-y. Took a chance on this one. Hotspot with Don Johnson. Virginia Madsen. I definitely took her to the spank bank back in the day, no doubt. I had spank mixtapes, VHS spank mixtapes with Virginia Madsen from several films. All right, I definitely have to be C. Thomas Howell complete, so I got Treacherous here. That like pulls right in front of me. Took a chance on this one, I have no clue. It's got C. Thomas Howell in it, it's gotta be good. Speaking of C. Thomas Howell, I've watched this and it's very good. To Protect and Serve from 1992. By the way, this has no disc rod on it. Direct-to-video trash, as usual, guys. Paid $5 for this, 0 ship. And people are asking anywhere from $35 all the way up to $70 on the Bay for this. Basically, this is like a Rodney King type of film where this guy gets beat up and killed by the police. I think it's the LA police. Maybe they're in Texas. I can't remember now. But anyway, they kill this guy. They beat him with nightsticks and stuff, and just like Rodney King, right? But the guy ends up dying. And then all of a sudden, this turns into a fucking horror flick. There's a serial killer, and he's killing all the cops one by one. And like a lot of the kills has great practical effects and some really cool, like, you know, bloody kills in this film, man. I was impressed. So, definitely happy to add this one to the collection. Shout out to Sammy the Media Man. Cool flick right there, man. Got a great price on that one. Next up here, we got One Man Out. And I only saw one copy of this on eBay. And they're asking $80 for it. It's sealed. And I paid $18 for this one. So I think I got a really good deal on this one. If you're not on his side, change sides. I kind of like the tagline to that. So it looks like the kind of movie where some CIA agent goes into, let me see, goes into like Colombia or something. Who knows? I need to check it out. All right, next up, just something I needed. Hopefully, I think this is some of the early Seagal stuff before his movies turned to shit. Out for Justice. Got that for next to nothing. And then the last thing I got from Sammy was David Carradine in Warlords. And this is a Fred Olin Ray directed film, so I know it's going to be fucking badass. Post-apocalyptic, Mad Max type of shit. Paid $9 for it and 0 shipping because I bought a bunch of stuff from them. And they had 2 sold listings of this on eBay for $35 and $40. So got a hella deal on this. Definitely looking forward to checking this out. Didn't David Carradine die with like pantyhose around his neck, like jacking off or something like that? Something crazy. Terrible way to die. Well, I don't know if is that a terrible way to die? I don't know. I guess it could be worse ways, huh? All right, rest in peace, David Carradine. I should be making fun of the dead. David Carradine's a legend, man. I love David Carradine. He did so much fucking V-action stuff, man. So much great stuff. All right, please hold. All right, guys, we're already past an hour in the video, so I need to hurry up here. This is all my eBay stuff. All my eBay pickups. All right, first up here, big fan of Mario Van Peebles, full of clips. Werewolf fucking cop movie, guys. How can you go wrong? Watched this the other night. Really good shit, man. Definitely highly recommend this one. Paid $24.89 free ship for this, and it was factory sealed. Yep, I did the gangster thing. Opened a sealed movie that's worth a lot of money. Is what it is. Next up, man, this is like an epic film. Like, it's long as fuck. It's special effects are pretty decent in this for a movie that came out in 1978. I've never even heard of this. The Swarm. A killer African bee film, dude. It's crazy. Directed by Irwin Allen, known for his disaster films, The Towering Inferno and Poseidon Adventure, to name a few. And no disc ride on this one. Definitely recommend it. It's got a ton of great actors in it. All right, if you remember Family Ties, this is the chick from Family Ties, Justin Bateman. And it's basically like a, what's the movie with Kathy Bates and, you know, where she kidnaps the guy, the book writer. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This is basically the reverse scenario here. This guy does the same thing to her. What's the guy's name? Adam Baldwin. He's actually a good actor. This got some cheesiness to it. I enjoyed it. Good addition to the collection. All right, this is all one lot here, guys, and I paid $89.78 with ship, taxes for all of these. And what it was he was running different auctions at the same exact time. So I won 7 auctions for $9.99 a piece, and no one else bid. It was amazing. And I asked him to combine ship, so he did that for me. So got a hell of a deal here, guys. The first one is The Fence. Image release. There's no disc ride on this one. I watched it already. Billy Wirth from, he was in The Lost Boys. He's been in a bunch of stuff, man. Good actor. But yeah, good film. This has like a triple meaning, The Fence. I don't want to give it away, but, you know, The Fence, the first, it starts off as a prison movie, and then it's like a rehabilitation, released into the free world, trying to rehabilitate. It's got a probation officer, and, he starts doing bad things again, and, for one reason or another, and, ends up on the other side of the law, and, meets a chick, and, falls in love, and it's kind of a sad film, actually. It's one of those movies that kind of sticks with you, man. It's good shit, man. Definitely watch that one again. If I'll watch a movie again, it's definitely good. All right, man. Gotta love Fred. I'm surprised this is the first Fred Williamson movie I'm showing you. 3 Days to a Kill. Fred Williamson actually directed this, man. He's an absolute beast. Love so many of his movies, man. There's no rotted in this. This is a 1992 release, HBO video release. It's got Chuck Connors in it as the colonel, or the colonel. Fred Williamson is a mercenary in it. And Bo Sevenson, who's great in so many B-action films, is like an expert in explosives. And Fred Williamson gets Bo Sevenson's character out of jail, or out of prison, to help him with this. They got to go into another country and save like a senator or some shit like that. Lots of hilarious sequences in this. Oh man, I forgot. The guy who steals the show is one of the bad guys in this, whose name is Sonny Landham, who is the guy who looks like an American Indian. He was the bad guy in 48 Hours and was also in Predator. Absolutely steals the show in this. He's such a fucking badass. Definitely check that one out, man. All right, I didn't get around to watching this one yet, but it's supposed to be really good. Jeff Wincott and Bridget Nielsen in Mission of Justice. Just a sick and disgusting lot, guys. Next up, we got Blood Fist 5, Human Target. By the way, I didn't mention, these are all Roger Corman Presents films. I don't think, let me see, did I watch Blood Fist 5? I watched 4 or 5. It was really good. Costas Mandylor, I think he's in the Saw films. Isn't he like a cop in the Saw films? I can't remember. Anyway, this is like a mob type. You gotta love that cover. Look at the giant gun behind him firing off. That is fucking awesome. Crosscut. I was like, what? This is the stupidest name I've ever heard of a movie like this. And then finally I watched it and I understood it. So basically he's in the mob, basically, and he shoots the mafia boss's son and kills him. Kind of an accident, but kind of not. And then he goes on the lam and runs away and goes to this cabin out in the country where there's nothing but rednecks and starts working as a logger. And, you know, he's getting hazed by the rednecks and stuff. And so that's like a logger term, crosscut. But I actually really enjoyed this, man. I thought it was good. Definitely check it out. Anyway, you know, the mafia, they go for revenge and they find him out in the woods and try to kill everybody. All right, this is like very obscure right here. Rude. I thought this was going to be like a Menace to Society ripoff, but it's much different than I thought. It's more like artistic. And it would be somebody's cup of tea. It's just not mine. I mean, it was decent. It wasn't too bad, but I think these sell for like a lot of money. I think this is like a pretty pricey Laserdisc, to be honest with you. And then last, finally, the end of the video, guys, we have Presumed Guilty. I have not checked this one out yet. There's no such thing as Law and Order. And this looks like some sleazy, trashy affair here. So that's it, guys. I am out. I'm starving. Literally, this video took way too long to make. And thanks for checking it out. Checking out the video. Comment below. Let me know, guys, what you like that I picked up. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys, AIP is like another like PM Entertainment. They make a lot of stuff with like, I think David Bradley, or not David Bradley, I'm thinking of somebody. Anyway, AIP is like PM Entertainment. If you see AIP, buy it. They make some badass shit. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next video.